Hi and welcome to Spooky Mystery. Tonight we will be hearing the real-life spine-chilling paranormal encounter of a handful of our viewers. All our stories have been anonymous. We will also look into urban legends, haunted hospitals, haunted schools, the supernatural, horror crime, and so much more. Scary Spooky Mystery, here we look into all the answers and ask all the questions. We will view videos, react, and comment. We will bring entertainment and bring real spooky stuff to you to enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay spooky.
Hi and welcome. This is Chapter 4. Get your popcorn ready. Soon I drifted off to sleep, my eyes so heavy from a long day. Little did I know the only light on the bedside table that my mother set down before. It's gone now. The only light in the dark is gone as I watched the light disappeared as my mother walked out of the room, but I was too tired to worry about that. All night I had nightmares, tossing and turning, and finally opened my eyes from the nightmares. I couldn't make out if my eyes was open or not. It was so dark that I couldn't even see my hands in front of me. Fear started to set in. I started to panic, wanted to scream, but too scared to make a sound. Luckily, my sister was in the same bed, so all I could do is holding her tied. In the distance, I can hear my parents and grandparents still talking. The chime from that dreadful clock at the end of hallway. I wondered when they will go to sleep, as I don't want the stillness in the house. Hearing their voices was at some comfort. I put the cover over my head, still clinging onto my sister. I finally fall back to sleep. Another nightmare woke me up, this time in sweat. This time it's quiet, real quiet, not a sound. I realized that I needed to go to the bathroom, but wait, there is no candle, no light. So I thought if I just fall back to sleep, then I don't need to go. But that didn't work. I desperately needed to go. Try to wake my sister up was impossible. Then in the darkness I heard sounds, almost like whispers. They didn't sound like my grandparents or parents. Terrified, I yelled at my sister to wake up. I need to go now, in her sleep, muttering at me to go to sleep. I hear the floorboards creaking in the hallway. It was getting closer. I woke my sister again. This time, I yelled louder at her. She finally woke up, asking what was going on. I explained to her that I need to go, but there is something outside our bedroom door, and I am scared. She comforted me and said, there was nobody outside our bedroom. Everyone is asleep. But I need to go. I can't hold it anymore. She then whispering to me, you can't go. There is no toilet in the house. The house is so old it still have the toilet outside. I couldn't believe it. A toilet outside. Who has a toilet outside? So I asked her what to do, if she could come with me. She laughed and said, well, just hold it. I am not going outside in the cold. I was so upset, laying in my pillow, wonder how I can get outside with no light and all by myself. My sister finally agreed to walk with me to my mother's bedroom. So scared of what was under my bed, I was even scared to put my feet down, but my sister was already leaving the room with the candle. I jumped out and ran to her in the darkness. My mom helped us, going to the toilet with the candle, and tug us back into bed. Feeling relieved, I fell asleep soon after. The next morning, I could hear my grandmother in the kitchen and my siblings. I got up and felt so refreshed, even after the restless night. I must have slept very deep after going to the toilet. Going to the kitchen, I noticed the house looked so much different during the day than in the darkness. Seeing my grandmother in the kitchen making us breakfast, I gave her a big hug and sat at the table. My mother entered the room and hugged me. She then asked how I slept last night. My sister and brother left to go washed up. I looked at my mother and mentioned a nightmare, and when I was awake to go to the toilet, I could hear voices in the hallway that scared me. I didn't recognize the voices. My mother brushed it off as a nightmare I had. I quickly said no. I even heard the floorboards creaking. The footsteps got closer and stopped at our bedroom door. Thinking my mother would brush it off again, she just looked at my grandmother. They both looked at each other as if they have seen a ghost. The end of chapter 4. To be continued.